Data is showing that over $1 billion worth of Bitcoin has been withdrawn from exchanges over the past week. And so as Bitcoin eyes up $40,000, we look at why these withdrawals are suggesting a bullish mood. Today's episode is sponsored by Cake Wallet, where you can send, receive, and even exchange your crypto right from within the wallet. Cake Wallet is open source and non-custodial, so you control your own private keys. Available today on iOS, macOS, Android, and Linux. And StealthEX, a privacy-centric crypto exchange which enables you to make crypto-to-crypto exchanges anonymously. Good evening everybody, and a warm welcome back to Enter Crypto with me, your host Chris Kenyon, and this is the channel where every single day I keep you informed and fully up to date on all the goings on in the cryptoverse. If that sounds like something you'd be interested in, then like, subscribe and click on that notifications bell so that you don't miss out on any future updates. Now today we're going to be talking about a little bit about Bitcoin price, but more importantly the withdrawals that have been going on recently. So the Bitcoin price is currently sitting at around $38,780. It's been floating around between 37.5 and 39. It's touched $39,000. Hasn't got to 40k yet, but I think it's very likely that we go there soon. And so I'm just going to read a little bit. I'm not going to read the whole article here. As always, guys, we just quickly read through this article, but it's just, like I say, it's just going to be a few paragraphs, and then we'll dive in, see what we've learned, and we'll comment. So the case for a continued rally in Bitcoin to 40k and higher by the year end has strengthened, with centralized exchanges recently witnessing a sizable exodus of coins. Data by Glassnode shows just over 37,000 Bitcoin, worth $1.4 billion, has been withdrawn from exchanges since November the 17th in a sign of investors taking direct custody of their coins. The outflow likely represents a bias for a long-term holding strategy, although some of it could have stemmed from Binance's guilty plea. The bias for holding means strong demand and weakening sell-side pressure in the market amid euphoria from an expected launch of a spot exchange traded fund or ETF in the US. Exchange outflows have historically marked local price lows, supporting expectations of a medium-term price rise. Bitcoin traded above the $38,800 mark early on Friday, leading to gains in the broader crypto market, with some major tokens jumping as much as 5% in the past 24 hours. And the article does actually go on to talk about central banks and how the Fed's basically paused its rate hiking cycle to attract capital to the markets. And so they're speculating that this has kind of led to the recent crypto rally. And that will have had something to do with it, but I think it's just kind of a bit of a perfect situation for Bitcoin at the moment. And plus, we've had a massive bear market. You know, we've been down like 80% in some altcoins as well, have been down even 90%. So you can't stay down forever. The bear market will not last forever. And so it's natural that at some point we have to go back up, you know. And it's just looking like more and more that is that time around now. Of course, nobody knows the future, and there could be any black swan event that could come, you know, today, tomorrow, and all the plans and everything that we think is going to happen doesn't. But everything does look good. Bitcoin is not hated anymore. The media are not giving out. Basically writing terrible articles anymore. People have forgotten that they've lost money. Sam Bankman-Fried's being caught and just waiting for his sentence. A lot of people were waiting for something to do with Binance, you know, and expecting a major crash, and then kind of obviously CZ's been now charged and he's pled guilty, so that's kind of been put to bed. Binance is okay. So, you know, I think everybody's kind of excited now, all at the same time. You've got MicroStrategy buying boatloads of Bitcoin. You've got Stan Druckenmiller, one of the best hedge fund managers in the world that's, ever been, saying that he likes Bitcoin. You've got Paul Tudor Jones, who's another one up there that's saying that's become a bit of a Bitcoin bull. You've got Larry Fink now trying to, basically applying for Bitcoin ETFs through the SEC. And it's just, everything's just coming together all at once. And it just seems like everybody, the institutions, the average person on the street, the even the governments are all just waking up to this Bitcoin thing and starting to think, what is this? Do I want to get involved? And what's the risks if I do get involved? Am I going to lose money? Am I going to make money? And I think people, instead of, in previous bull markets, people always thought, how much money I'm going to make if I buy Bitcoin, and I'm going to sell it at the top, and of course that never ever happens because people get greedy. But I think now the situation in the normal world, in the fiat world, with the dollar and the pound and the euro, I think because of the recessions and because of the situation and the Hamas-Israel war, Ukraine and Russia, people are starting to say, well, can I afford not to buy Bitcoin now? And can I afford not to buy things like gold? Have I got anything to protect me? Because cash is not, cash is actually losing its purchasing power year on year. And the rate that it's losing its purchasing power, will have lost half its value in 10 years. Well, you can't afford then to save long term. You'd be better buying other things like gold or Bitcoin or, anything. Because if something's guaranteed to lose money, you might as well just buy anything. At least there's a chance Bitcoin might go to zero, but it might go up as well. But with the dollar and the pound, it's definitely going to be worth less next year. And I think people have realised that, and there's a lot of people getting educated and educating themselves, actually. And part of this big, massive Bitcoin withdrawal from exchanges is a bullish thing, because it means that people are valuing the Bitcoin, the underlying asset. They don't just want to buy Bitcoin and let it sit on an exchange. They actually understand that they can withdraw this thing and take custody of it, just like you can a gold coin or a gold bar. You can physically hold that. No one can take it off you, and it's the same with Bitcoin. No one can take it off you if they don't know your private keys. So this is really great, and I think it's a real sentiment change for Bitcoin. So we'll have to keep an eye out and see if this could be the beginning. There could be even more withdrawals coming. We could see huge amounts. Who knows? Anyway, guys, that's the article for you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening, as always. As I said before, don't forget to like, subscribe, and click on that notifications bell, and I'll talk to you all tomorrow.